be a bit weird if he did not believe in the gods.
Well, I don't think it's so much. I mean, the gods are a very real thing. It would be insane for anyone in Mordia to deny them. Um, it's like you've probably seen a god at some point if you
Yeah.
managed to live long enough.
Yeah, more so on what are the thoughts on like their influence on World of Affairs. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's the other thing. They do get quite involved. So how do they feel about that? I think it's the main thing.
Hmm. I believe for Trimer, he believes it would be like it would be quite natural for like a divine god to be involved in the affairs of mortals, since essentially they have worshippers, and and supposedly like every god uh always has always in need of worshippers and stuff like that. So it would make sense, or rather, it would be like very natural for gods to be involved in mortal affairs if there are particular dangers they are concerned with the in the realm of mortals. And essentially all those that if mortals die, they go to a realm, like basically a realm beyond uh, the mortal one, either above in Valhalla or below in Helheim. So basically, Timer sees it as a natural process, as it is to live and
Yeah,
die as a mortal.
there are more realms for in the afterlife in uh, as a Mordian. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if you're
yeah,
aware of that, but yeah,
yeah.
depending on how you die, it's pretty much where you're going to go. And I suppose
Mhm.
here in this world, there's a lot of mortal influence on the gods world as well, which I'm sure some people are, I don't know, may have some opinions about.
Yeah. Yep. Overall, Trummer believes it's like a natural thing for gods to be involved. Like it's not strange or weird to him. He just finds it natural.
Yeah, how about the others?
Yeah, probably similar to what Trivier said. The gods would involve themselves in mortal affairs and influence them only if uh, they have to. It's for their greater good, and hopefully that means also my greater good.
Yeah, I suppose therein lies the question. Are they getting involved to help the mortals, or are they meddling in mortal affairs?
Mm.
Yeah, it is. I suppose it's a bit weird with having like the um this polytheistic religion. You've essentially got like this really dysfunctional family that controls everything about your world, and it's like there's a lot of there's rivalries going on there that sometimes mortals just get caught in the way.
Warhammer 40K in a nutshell. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think for Mikkel, he's quite content with the gods, you know, being as they are, considering a lot of
things happen because of them, and a lot of things will happen because of them. And if he can make his place somewhere in that chaos, then yeah.
What about Carmilla? I suppose she's probably had some of the closest interactions with the gods and maybe defying them a bit.
Oh well. The gods. Did they even do anything? Doesn't seem to do much.
Yeah, that tracks. You got a recap for us?
Yep. Letting you guys know now, I have a bit of a cold, so I might be in from a couple minutes or so. And so just let you know. So, recap. So after the House of the Hags fell, Gorm was able to save many of the Leonin children holding onto him. The party was able to land safely into the water below, and a swamp dryad who was a friend of Torque was dead. She notified the party of the success in battle and led the party back to Brodovik. Brodovik celebrated and discussed the aftermath of what to do with the Brada refugees, the Onan children, and a nearby lizard folk tribe along with the Dragon Lords, as relations are somewhat tense with them. The party decided to return the children back to the tribe, the Verdant Maids, and the Bella Dracar court. Also asking the tribes if they are willing to open up trade with Brodovik, now that its forests are free from the hag's influence, making them more safer than before. Also notifying, oh, uh, wait, oh, I forgot that part of the section, but the party decided that the refugees needed a new settlement and decided to have one built between the old mines and Brodovik. And then Brodovik was visited by some Dragonborn. Now that the deal with the hags they had before are now pushed onto the party.
Shit, did I actually drop that cliffhanger?
Yeah, you did mention that about Dragonborn visiting.
I mentioned the dragons on time.
Yeah, I, I thought I had forgotten that. Yeah. Let me just find those so that we can actually do that part.
Like, is there a bit of a time, a few days pass after our victory, or do they immediately visit us after
This
the celebrations and whatnot?
Yeah, this would probably be in the days that follow. I will actually mark it because it would be on the first new moon, when there is, which I think is the third. I'm just trying to find the calendar. Yeah, so it would be you fought on the first, and on the third would be the night that the dragons arrive, the Dragonborn at least. But you're pretty sure you know who's walking in. As does anyone have anything that sort of tips you off to if a dragon is nearby? I don't know, maybe Carmilla has something. She's got some rangers.
I'm pretty sure dragons is one of them. Yep. Dragons is the second of my favorite foes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Carmilla would be the one to realize who this is, as you've encountered this specific dragon before, as there is a crack of thunder, and it seems like the autumn weather is starting to roll in here, but uh, as the rain starts to fall outside, these two dragonborn would walk into the room. You would recognize that one of them is definitely Verdaloth that you encountered in the forests, the green. And I will show him up here. Sorry, I hadn't got the maps prepared, but we can do it like. And sec, I'm gonna just put everyone on the stage. This is who you are seeing walk. And yeah, they were just sort of be standing in the entrance at this point when Kamala realizes that the dragon has arrived, the one you made a deal with. So what would you guys be doing as you're all sitting around the table here in the tavern? Like, people have been drinking, and the mead hall has kind of gone quiet just as they've stepped into the room.
Does Carmilla say anything?
Why would I?
Because you know that you're the only one who can sense dragons, and you're not going to share that information with the
Well, seems our meddling with Gertrude, or whatever he was called, has attracted other of his ilk. So, we maybe need to be ready for a fight.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, do you have any plans? Do you think we should listen to him first, or do you just want to go out swinging?
No condition
Well?
to swing.
Well, let's see what they want first. Then we can go in swinging.
I like the sound of that.
scrambling, trying to find my notes. Well, as you are kind of whispering amongst each other here, the Dragonborn is going to start making his way across and towards the Jarl, and you can see a couple of people like putting hands on weapons and like getting ready, but he will just say out loud, "I've been expecting Broudvik for a while now. No one has come to claim their place. Well done on surviving the hags, by the way," he says as he kind of claps Hammond on the shoulder, and everyone's just looking in confusion. But he steps up in front of the Jarl and says, "We are waiting for fighters, Jarl Niklas. Where are they? You must have some good ones around with all this battle going on." And Nicholas just kind of, you see him glance over to your table, and he just gives a little gesture, like calling you over, as he starts sort of placating this dragonborn, but he seems to realize who it is. So we go back to the table here as you will know that you owe the Dragon Lords a fighter, and it seems he's come to collect. But you've still got about a month until the actual due date.
I walk up to the table, like the Jarl, and it's like, well, I am not aware of any dealings we have with your kind of ilk. The last one was, I wouldn't say rude. Well, put us in a dilemma. Oh, I got something out of it.
The Dragonborn just looks at you and says, "Don't play coy with me, girl. You know as well as I do that the only reason you stood a chance against those hags was because we stayed out of it."
Really? Those hacks was nothing. Your intervention could maybe have spiced up it, made it a challenge.
He kind of turns to face you and looks you up and down and just gives a nod. He says, "I like this one. Perhaps you should be the one to join us in the arena. I'm sure you would make us a lot of money." And he starts just sort of like touching you on the shoulders, just trying to feel your muscles and try get a sense of uh, how well you might fare in the arena. As he's looking you up and down, and the other Dragonborn is just standing behind you, just trying to kind of flank you there.
Don't you already have enough money? Why would you need more?
Well, it's not all about the money, I suppose, though we could always use more. It's about the sport, the entertainment of it, and I think you could be quite entertaining indeed. And at this, young Nicholas will speak up and just say, "She is a talented warrior, one of our best, but I'm afraid she is currently occupied with business for us. You will have to wait for your warrior." And the Dragonborn just kind of snarls at him. But yeah, is anyone else speaking up?
I'll just speak up and say we still have a month.
Yeah, at this point, can I please get a persuasion check from Gorm and Kamala? And Kamala, yours will have advantage. Oh, sorry, both of you will have advantage.
Look at that. Almost the best result.
Yeah, the dragon turns and looks at Gorm in the corner as he calls that out. I mean, how is Gorm looking at this point? Just kind of propped up in the corner.
Uh, he's still using his spirit to walk. Probably like cloaked up, hiding all of his the carapace and the gills.
Yeah, he'll look over at you and and you kind of feel that draconic glare just staring at you across the room as he just nods slowly and says, "Very well, 1 month." And then he looks back at Kamala and says, "But be careful who you challenge, girl. I may not even be the strongest amongst my brothers. And trust me, you don't want to get on any of our bad sides."
This is a doorway. I've walked through it once, and I will do it again. I will come back through that doorway.
Looking like that, it'll open sooner than you think. He looks at the Jarl and just says, "Very nice place you've got here, Jarl. It would be a pity if it were to burn." And then he just nods at his sort of bodyguard here and just says, "Come, Drakkar. It seems we will have to return later." And the two of them start making their way out here. You can see that with Camilla's display here, that everyone else in the tavern is just like, they look like they're ready to just lift their axes at the first moment. And none of them seem intimidated by this dragon. And yeah, with that, you guys kind of send them packing.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest. Tyler is like, he has like the oh shit, like the oh shit face when Carmilla was like standing up to them. It was like, oh shit, things are about to go down.
I'm happy that turned out more peaceful than I anticipated.
Yeah. So, what are you guys' plan with that? Like, will Carmilla actually attend whatever arena fights they got, or got something else in mind?
Well, if you are planning to head there in a few weeks, I'll gladly join, but right now I'll be dead weight.
Well, still more useful than whatever his name was. The one that had shivered.
Yeoman.
Oh yeah, that was the name of the guy that couldn't even swim.
That is true.
and so at this
Okay,
point,
so
as you sit and discuss, you'll like this night will probably go on without too much more interesting happening, but you've now got the next couple of days here that, yeah, it looks like Gorm is not going to be able to join you on the latest expedition. But unless there's anything else you want to do that night, we can move forward here into the next couple of days, and if there's anything you guys are planning on doing.
yeah, so right now, just to confirm something. So what, like, basically, what are you guys' plan with the dragon? So is like Carmella actually going to attend down the line, or are we planning to do something else?
Well, I wasn't there when they actually did the deal itself. I just assumed we will all go there to fight.
Ah, okay. Got it.
That's just what I assumed back in the day, but no.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I don't think we have any other choices.
just to remind you of the actual deal, because I think it was Yeoman that made the deal.
Yeah, it
Might
was.
have been Mikhail.
It was
Yeah,
Yormund.
but,
No.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that the deal was that you would send, like they would not help the hags in the fight against Bradovich, and in exchange, you would send them a warrior to fight in their arena, but basically as like a gladiator that they would own. So it's like you traded a warrior, and they said that by the frozen white night, when the arena's open, that's when you're gonna have to have them there by.
So it was a permanent thing that one person goes there and fights like until they die.
Pretty much, yeah. They want a champion for the Iranian games that they can sponsor, and sponsorship from a dragon is servitude. It's like you're either going to die in the arena, or you're going to win the Iranian games for them and make them gods.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, time to find Yeoman and send his ass that way.
Drag him there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, then you're asking us about like downtime in the few days. Right?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut off that conversation if you guys were still discussing that, but yeah, so you can continue that if you want, but otherwise, yeah, we'll go into the next few days. You'll all be getting
Okay.
long rests, and you've got some time
Yeah.
here in Broadwood.
Yeah. For Trymir, I wonder in the downtime can he, like during the level up, you mentioned that basically Trymir discovered other hidden elven caches. Like, can Trymir spend a few days of downtime looking for one of them, like with the ring he has?
Yeah, the ring is more. I mean, are you saying you actually want to go out exploring, or do you want to like look over maps and stuff?
Hmm. I guess. I guess more. Like looking over maps and stuff. Like basically, if we're on another expedition, if it's like convenient to like stop on the way and find one of them essentially, or something like that
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, you definitely could, with the knowledge of the caches, but the actual ring, like you'd have to get closer to actually for it to actually lead.
Okay.
But you can
Right.
definitely
Okay.
research. You can definitely research where these things might be, that like the general directions. So looking over some of the old Elven maps and things that you have, you can, especially with the other sorcerers here, you would easily be able to source some of those. So you can give me a check with your navigator's tools. I think
Okay.
those are the tools he has, right?
Yep.
It would either be navigators or cartographer's tools.
All right. Very good. Okay. Navigation tools. Yep. I'm gonna use my magical guidance, so I'm just gonna make it at advantage, see if I can get the best result essentially. So magical guidance, so I can roll twice. Up. Ooh, good. 21.
Okay, yeah, that's really good. So you will be able to tell that there are you kind of follow the trail that the elves would have taken, and you start finding these old elven pathways, and some of the maps you're looking at have got like roads or trails that the elves used to use that have been long gone, like they are long grown over. But on a lot of those trails, there's a good chance that that's where those caches were placed. Um, so as you look around, they are dotted all over Mordia, but in the sort of surrounding regions and within the domain of Bradovich now, you would find that there are in the grasslands, there are some old roads that cut right across the grasslands, and uh, so you can find up in this sort of area, like where your cursor is now,
Okay.
that there are some old pathways up there where you might be able to find some, and actually all over the grasslands. I can't
Okay.
see. Oh, we're on the
Yeah.
wrong map. Hold on, I'm gonna move to.
Okay. Like the grasslands, like the non-tree areas, right?
Yeah, if you it might be a little bit. There are little tufts of grass where you can see, but
Yeah,
yeah, essentially that whole kind of area is grassland, and leading sort of from the Sadia Tower north towards the capital, a lot of that is grassland.
Okay,
But
got it.
yeah, there is also up here. Would I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong tool. There's another
I see.
couple around here that I will try to mark, but they're kind of vague. The area that you're in.
Yeah.
So right now,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
closest
yeah.
caches you can find are in the grasslands. We'll say that because
Okay,
I
got
know
it.
where they are, but if you get close to that area, the ring will probably help you find.
Okay, got it.
Sorry, didn't explain that very well, but there
Oh
will
no,
be.
you
There's
you
probably
explained it
also a
well.
lot more near board of it, but they literally are like all over the place.
Yeah, I get it. It's basically in the general area, like the most likely
Yeah, it's
places
like
in the where nearby.
it's like imagine in an Assassin's Creed game when you open the map and you see all the little collectible icons. That's pretty much
Yeah.
what what Trime is drawing
I
on his
yeah
maps. It's like okay, every
yeah I understand what you mean. Like in Assassin's Creed, like you're looking for this target, but he's like in this general like gold circle area. You have to use eagle sense or in this case for Chimera fight with the ring. Had to find traces of where it could be essentially. I get what you
yeah,
mean.
pretty much. Yeah, but I'm not going to clutter the entire map with, with little objective points. We'll get to
Yeah,
those
I got it.
finally. But yeah, you will have as all of these maps are out here. I'm sure you guys will also have a good chance to plot your next expedition, as Crimea seems to have we found a couple of hidden passages and well hidden trails that you may be able to use that only maybe like hunters or the real like local game warden kind of people would know about.
All right.
But yeah, with
Right.
Gorm out of commission, I suppose one night the Jarl would also approach you all and ask what your next plans are. He'd say, I know that we have business with the sea serpents, but I think you should probably have your expert on the sea with you if you're going to visit them again.
Hmm. Agreed.
We also have a
Uh,
lot of lizards that are getting a little out down south now that we have more territories. So if you feel inclined to go and kill a couple of lizards, I would not be opposed.
hmm.
I think you also mentioned going back for that dragon. Anyone feeling brave enough for that?
Yeah.
Nicholas could
Well,
raise his
Sounds like
hand.
we got that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard considering dragon seems to be very brave and
Yeah. So right now, we got three choices of like either dealing with issues within the lizard folk town, uh, like the deal with the serpents. I'm helping them, trying to help them with Rand, and then or going back to the ancient gem dragon and essentially killing him, taking his sword, and for Trymir taking back the heart of Ymir, and then like hit with that Valkyrie, bringing that Valkyrie in. So those are three options. What do you guys think?
Well, there's a lot more options than that, I will say. We are in kind of a good position, and honestly, winter's, it seems the leaves are only turning orange now, so we may still have some time. But as you guys are speaking, you will hear a bit of a commotion happening outside. And Gorm, would you like to tell us what we see arriving in the town? As it's been a few days since the envoys were sent uh, with those kids to the Leonin tribes, and it seems they may be returning. But would you like to describe your arrival in Braudevik?
At this moment, you'll see a Leonin entering the village. He's wearing a cape, a cape and a hood covering his head. His hair is gray. He's not a young Leonin, and you'll see he has like sort of trinkets on his hair. He'll have a great axe on his back. He's walking a bit hunched, and he's using a quarterstaff to walk.
Yeah, the envoy that
He's about 6'4" at the moment in height, so still big, even though he's hunched.
one of the envoys that would have probably led, or you would probably be arriving at a similar time back in Braudevik with, would point to the main longhouse and just kind of warming his hands, just going, right, I'm gonna go find some food. Please come join us. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would like to meet you. The Jarl will be in there as well. It was an honor traveling with you. And he kind of gives you a little nod and then scurries off towards the longhouse to go find some mead and a nice meal.
Thorgrim will probably just look at his place and just look around a bit around the town, and he'll not too late after we'll head into the longhouse as well.
Yes, anything in particular you might want to go and explore in the town?
Not at the moment. We're speaking with the Jarl is probably the first thing he needs to do, and then you can explore.
So for you guys inside, you would, as the Jarl is kind of asking you what your plans would be next, this guy would come into the tavern, one of the envoys that went to take the children back, and would kind of interrupt the conversation here as um, the Jarl excuses himself to go and get a report from this guy on what happened with the kids. But it seems like everything went positively, and you can hear there's still a commotion outside where there's some families welcoming back the envoys, and from where you guys sit in the tavern, you'd be able to just sort of peek through the door and notice the Leonin as well that had arrived there maybe before he goes into the town. Would any of you get up to go and investigate that, or would you just see him in the tavern later?
Tavern later.
Yeah, same here to be honest. Tavern leader.
Okay. Well, then, as you guys sit spending a couple of hours just planning your next expedition and going over those options that you have, it would be about then that just as the sun is starting to set, that our new Leonin friend would enter the longhouse and maybe looking a little bit lost, but I don't know. What would you like to do?
Would I know who the Jarl is? How does he look like? As I'm heading here.
Yeah, you can see him sitting in the clearly in the Jarl's sort of throne on the opposite end of the room, so it's quite obvious. But I don't know. It's up to you if you've met him before. I'm not sure if
Oh
you've.
no, no, I wouldn't say I met him. Just
Wow.
if I know who to look for.
Yeah, you assume it's the guy sitting on the throne at the end of the room,
Yeah.
but you take a look around and you definitely see some interesting looking faces. No other Leonin and a few elves sitting at the table, which give me a history check actually as you see Trymere and Camilla and Camilla's mother. What's her name? Victoria.
Let's see history. Where is the character sheet? There it is. I'm very good with history.
Let's see if the roll determines that.
Okay, that was a
Ooh,
very good
that's
roll actually.
Okay, with the 17, when you see Camilla, there's something familiar about her. You have heard of like dark elves that well, maybe you've even seen them in in the forests near your tribe. And you know that the Shadow Claw has some dark elves that work for them that look a lot like her. There's just something Leonin senses are picking up that there's something off about her, and
ooh.
it's the same sort of smell you've gotten from the Shadow Claws.
Yeah.
The other
Almost.
elf,
Yeah.
Trymere, doesn't have that smell though at all. Like he he smells like how you would expect an elf to smell.
Bad.
Yeah, as I'm making my way towards the Jarl, I'll like squint my eyes a bit at Carmilla as I pass next to their table and continue walking towards them, towards the Jarl.
You see the Jarl kind of just speaking to one of those envoys as he just shakes the man's hand and gives him a nod, just gestures over. It seems like this is one of the other envoys that probably went to the other Leonin pride, and he kind of tells him, "Well done. Go get yourself something to eat. I'm sure you must be hungry." And then looks over at this Leonin approaching and gives you a look up and down. Like he can tell that you are hiding your actual size here. As he just goes, hello, my friend. I don't believe I've seen you before, have I? As he leans down to try and peek under the hood. Has he got a hooded cloak, or is it just
No, just a cloak. You see, his face is visible.
Yeah, then he clearly is just giving you a quizzical look. Like he doesn't get a lot of Leonin around here.
Yeah, I'll say. My name is Thalgrim Waldmane. You are Nicholas. I come from the Verdant Main tribe.
Ah, yes. I heard we found some of your missing children. I hope your people will be happy under Bradovik's new rule of these forests.
Well, we couldn't be happier that the kids have returned. But I'm afraid that there is still a threat here that needs to be dealt with. The Shadow Claw is still here, and they are, well, as you've probably seen, up to no good. They are imbalancing nature. We would do something about them ourselves, but there are not many of us, and we are mostly healers, druids.
Yes, I understand. I've heard even the king has no interest in dealing with them. But they've taken over most of the grasslands. And you see, he's kind of considering for a second here and says, "So why have you come to us now? You certainly look like you could do some fighting yourself. Do you come asking for armies?"
Well, I am in no position to ask for anything, but if we are under your rule, we would like protection. If we don't really deal with trading, we don't produce anything, but I want to say that you will not find any better healers anywhere
Hmm.
around Brodovik area than us. If you will keep us safe, we will keep your warriors in good shape.
Yeah, he looks at where Ingrid usually sits and notices again that she's not there because she's still tending to the wounded from the battle before and is one of the only actual healers in town. Nods and says, "Well, we could certainly use that. I tell you what, let me introduce you to some of my finest. Perhaps they might be able to help you and make a better assessment as to the level of threat we are facing here. After all, they are right on our borders now." And he will bring you over to the table where the rest of the party is sitting uh, and introduce you here. Just saying, everyone, this is what did you say your name was? Thalgrim, right?
Yes, Thorgrim Wildmane.
Thalgrim. These are the fine folk I was telling you about. And yeah, you again just get that same sense off of Carmela. Just there's something your spidey senses are tingling. Well, don't be shy.
Ah, okay, I guess Timer will stop and say, "Ah, hello, Tolkien. I am Trymir. And where do you hail from?
The Verdant Main tribe,
Ah.
just north of here.
I see. Yep, and try, and just looked over to Mikhail and Carmel, like waiting for them to introduce themselves.
Well, name's Mikhail. I'm the son of the blacksmith of this village. Oh, of Brodevik.
Pleasure to meet you, Mikhail.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Algren here comes with a warning of an enemy closer to his home. Says he can provide us with good healers if we can help him. And he kind of taps on the maps that Trimea has with all those other cat bastards. No offense. Out here in the grasslands.
Hmm.
Seems you've already been plotting something out there. Do you have business in the grasslands already, Tony?
Yes, some older historic sites and routes within grasslands used by Elden Pass. I was like, if I had time, I was gonna take some time to look and find these historical sites. Uh, but seems whatever business Tonkin has, it seems it will lead to there. And so whatever trouble is going on there, I'll be glad to help and oversee what uh, what's there, and at the same time use this opportunity to explore my more personal endeavors there.
Well, I will let you discuss things with Felgren here, and maybe you can help each other out. If they aren't able to help you, I will ask my son when he comes back. He also has a ship. We will see what we can do.
If we can't help him, then your son wouldn't be able to. Surprised he can even handle a ship.
He just laughs at that and says, as well, if you want to prove that, then looks like Thalgrin has found his warriors. And he will start making his way back to the throne.
Right. So like, do you like kind of will ask what kind of threat do these shadow claws possess? What exactly are they doing
Yeah,
that are causing you trouble?
Fulgrim will
Besides
take
the
a
recent.
seat.
Go ahead. Yes.
Well, kidnapping our children is the first. They are practicing some quite unnatural magic. They have some elves with them as well. If they are aware of those sites you're looking for, perhaps they already beat you to it.
Oh. You know where these elves hail from? Currently, I hail from Bordavet in the far north.
I I don't know, but their scent is familiar. They smell like her, and I'll point at Carmilla. Dark elves.
That is intriguing.
Hmm. So you're saying that some mongrels are giving you problems? And all we need to do is just remind them that they should be serving us, not causing chaos. So we have to get there and beat them.
There are quite a few of them. Is you planning to charge headfirst into their village?
Why not? Can't be worse than the so-called hacks, which apparently even the dragons was afraid of. Granted, those dragons was cravens.
Yes. I am curious what are they up to now, since now they don't have the hacks to follow. But I can imagine it's probably going to be more chaotic if they don't have something like the hacks keeping them in line.
Yes, they might probably rattle them with the victory, but they will. They're quick on their feet. They'll either start reinforcing their village, expecting a counterattack, or prepare to raid the smaller areas around to survive the winter, which will include us and the
See.
Felia Drakar court, both of which are under your domain now.
Yes, it would make sense that yeah, we need to deal with them now before they become a much more dire problem later. Yes, I believe we should help Dahlgren with this issue with the Shadow Claws now, rather than later. What do you all think? Hello?
Oh, I believe it
Wait,
would
hey
be
guys, here.
quite. I
Yeah.
believe it would
Oh.
be quite beneficial to help.
Okay.
We always need more healers, especially once Brodevik grows even stronger.
Mm.
I can imagine healers and apothecaries will be short in supply.
Yeah, I am also curious what Dahlgren means by Carmilla smelling like these other elves that are working with the Shadow Claws. I'm curious about that as well. How about you, Carmilla?
As I already said, they're most likely not anything. They're most likely led by someone with no vision, and all they can do is attack some little village or some fishing village. And that makes them grow an ego. And I think it's a time we show them that they are not ready for the big leagues.
All right then. Looks like it is agreed. We will help you, Talgren, with the troubles that the Shadow Claws are causing you, and see how we can best deal with this threat.
Thank you. But as for your question previously, you don't smell like her. You're not this. You're not. You're a different type of elf.
Yes, I am for
No,
far north in the board of it.
not location-wise or origin-wise. I do not deal with magics. I cannot tell you, but There will be elves as well as Leon in there.
Hmm. Understood.
So yeah, Valgren, if you ever want to probe for more information, because I know we haven't actually discussed all of those, there are always history checks available. But as for the group now, you kind of have two decisions to make, and that being one, where, if anywhere, do you want to start sending your armies? Like, do you want to start an intrigue with another faction that you're going to, amass an army to fight eventually, or um, you can just focus on the expedition, but then you also need to now plan where you want to actually take this expedition. It sounds like we're heading to help Thalgren, but you have plenty of options, and now would be the time to actually plot out where you're planning on going.
Hmm. Okay. So
So we'll do it on
sorry.
this map unless you are planning on sailing very far away, but somehow I don't think you're going to be sailing down the coast without Gorm.
Yeah.
Pretty sure my stronghold will not, with a very injured captain, will not sail well.
But always sail on Magnus's ship.
It is technically much better than mine, than
But
Gorb's.
the captain is rather lacking of that ship.
Yeah.
I would've-
Maybe. Yeah.
I
From the map,
definitely
it
wouldn't
looks
trust
like,
him to sail.
Mm.
Keep us alive,
Yeah.
for that matter.
Could always kill Magnus, overthrow the Jarl, and just take the ship as your own. It's always option.
That sounds like a lot of effort, though. I mean, the Jarl, it's the Jarl. Who will, who will protect the village whilst we're out and about? It's gotta be the Jarl.
Mm.
If we're doing an
It's like, I
intrigue,
heard
you can
that.
do an intrigue if you want, and maybe convince the failed Drakar court, the other Leonin tribe, to join. They just might say yes
Yeah.
to recent events.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
remember,
that's
the starting an intrigue is committing to war with this faction. So if you do want to, like, you don't have to do that immediately if you don't have a specific enemy that you want to target. But if you want to increase Broudovic's size, uh, then that's how you're going to do it. But remember, the bigger the size, also, the more expensive it's going to be to keep it going during winter. You are now building a whole dwarven settlement and a mining operation, and that, like, there's a lot happening in Broudovik at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, what can we do, like, as a players, to stop the threat?
Well, that's the thing. You can go and investigate and like just go on your own to, bear in mind the scale of this map. Like, you could travel around it in a matter of days, and I would like to actually open it up, but I think we're going to do less of like athletics checks to climb over a hill, and we will we'll roll for some random encounters and stuff, and do this like a proper hex map is supposed to be done. But yeah, if you're looking to investigate the Shadow Claws, I will say their domain is about the same size as Broudovic's. They are the same size back.
Okay.
So you, uh, yeah, actually, give me an investigation check if someone wants to try and figure out how big their territory is and where you should maybe, if you wanted to go and investigate the Shadow Claws, where their domain starts and
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, if Thalgren isn't the one making this check, he could give advantage because you would know uh, the the area that the Verdant Main tribe is in.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, then it would be a question of who has the highest investigation.
You probably.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have a,
yeah,
I
I'd
have a
say you.
The
plus
only
a-
intelligence-based one. Yeah,
the only
Yeah.
intelligent based one, probably. Although I seem to be rolling shit.
You could do have plus your seniors.
Yeah, saying that, I'm gonna flash for genius myself for +5, so that'll be 22.
Yeah, with the 22, you can definitely tell. Well, I've also put down that the size of the Verdant Main domain, but you can tell. Let me just double. Yeah, I may have the wrong one. Just yeah, that's about the size of the Shadow Claws.
Roughly the same size as us.
Pretty much
Yeah.
exactly the same. Yeah, they are the same size faction. I mean,
So it definitely seems like the definitely oppressing both, the Verdant main tribe and the Fed Draka court. So we could definitely try and get them some as allies. But yeah, I want to say we should probably do the like in-person investigation first, and then we can start intrigue afterwards. That might work better, just to see what we're dealing with.
I also point out that to get to the Verdant Main tribe, there is actually a river that basically goes right from Broudevik all the way up there. I'm not sure how clearly you can see that.
Yeah,
But
I can
also
see
you've
that.
got a fast travel point at the Cedar Tower. Just if you forgot, there is
Yeah.
a branch of Yggdrasil
branch.
there.
And then we can travel on foot or by boat. Yeah, personally thinking of on foot, like fast travel to City Tower and then move move in.
Yes, I would also prefer on foot.
Yeah.
Say ever been on a ship. I'll stick to
Yeah.
familiar ground, if possible.
Yeah.
And let's use the branch of Yggdrasil to go to Sadis Tower and then walk from there.
Yep. Oh, we're heading to the Verdant Main tribe, not the Shadow Claw.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was just measuring.
Okay. Right now, it sounds like we're heading to the Shadow Claw site to investigate, see what's going on.
Yeah, we'll say you're going to have to kind of look closely on the map for the sort of terrain you'll be going over, but I'm going to set the Cedar Tower as your origin marker because you can easily get there. That will be where you start your expedition.
Mhm.
Remember, you do also, you've got some days to plan this. You don't have to know everything now, but if you do want to do some investigation and maybe, because right now you're just kind of like, yeah, it's open grasslands. You know that that's the Shadow Claw territory, and you can assume that in the middle is probably their biggest keep. But other than that, you're going in pretty blind. So if you have some ideas on how you might want to gather intel, things like that, you do have some time for that.
Okay.
but you might just want to go and take a look. Like, it's not like you can Google it, you know? So it's up to you guys.
Well, my first thought was if we want to try and get like knowledge over, we could probably go to the Vedant tribe first to see, like, since it's in that area of like influence, they would probably have probably stumbled upon the like settlements before. But obviously that would be an extra like waypoint.
The Verdant main tribe would be a perfect waypoint based on this system, because that would be somewhere that you could potentially like rest, take like a full day to kind of
Yeah.
take.
Well, we have our rangers. Like I said, most druids can head to the Fairy Drakar court. Maybe they have more information.
Mm.
They are more capable fighters than us.
Would also be a more.
On the way
And
there,
then
see
you will
what we
also
can train on
remember
our own.
that's where Atrax came from. So just to point out, you have had some interaction with that clan before. Oh wait, sorry, I keep giving these pieces of information because Hjelte wasn't here, but he's not here tonight either. So
Yeah.
you ask me if you need a reminder.
Well, I didn't know which clan they were from. Yeah, Atrax was from, so. But you said it.
Yeah, in fact, one of the children you rescued was probably his son that he was looking for.
True.
Mm. So then, are we going to Feritraka or are we going to Vedant?
Can go to both.
That is true.
I think we can. I'm not sure what travel rules we're using, but we can probably get from the tower to the Verdun main in like 2 days. I want to say. Not sure how many. 2 days tops. The Ferry Drakar court is probably a day.
Yeah.
Assuming I'm assuming correctly here. Saying random things.
Yeah, well, I can
I
work it
think
out for
I
you,
think
but,
official rules are like 12 miles a day, but it depends on terrain and such. If we
well,
go
I've
fast, it's
actually got a little
16.
module here that works it out. So
Mm.
based on the lowest pace in the group, which I believe would be 30 feet. I don't think we
Yeah.
don't have any balls.
Any
So
slower.
yeah, then depending on if you're on the road on a road or a trail, or if you are just like moving through the forest, that can affect your speed. But then you can also choose whether you want to go at a normal speed, a slow speed where you can use stealth, or a fast speed where you get a penalty to passive perception. That's how we've been doing it this the whole time. I just use this little measurement thing to work it out as so I want you to draw out the stretches and the waypoints, and then we'll map it out, and you can see how long it will take. But do pay attention to the terrain that you're moving through there. Like, I know there's not that much detail on this map, but like you can see if there's a big river, that's obviously going to be an obstacle. So they just draw straight lines. you know, like you can, but going in a straight line in the wilderness can be you're probably not going to stick to that if you run into an obstacle. Obviously, you could go around it. This is just the route you're planning to get an estimation. Bear that in mind.
I think maybe we should go from the harder terrain to the easier. Maybe start with the Ferry Drakar, because getting from there towards the Shadowclaw will mean woods and rivers. So we get to the Ferry Drakar and then head towards the Verdant main. It's a bit easier terrain. You can just go a bit around the river here, and getting from the Verdant main to the Shadow Claws is a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Only grasslands.
So I guess if
So-
one were to draw.
So
oh,
right
that
now,
is gray.
yeah. So right now, our plan is like to get to the two friendly Leonin tribes and like
See what
basically
information they
communicate
have.
with. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got it. I
It's not. We're
understand.
not like going to intrigue and asking them for troops. It's just to see what reports maybe they have of Shadow Claw activity.
Okay, got it. I understand. Assess the situation. Got it.
That's
And
what I'm
then
suggesting
then
at
Okay.
least.
okay, then personally investigate ourselves. Okay, I got it. I understand.
Something like that, I suppose. The not so
I
straight
will
line
point
tunnel.
out to Trymere. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he just said that if he painted the lines, might not be very visible, but they're there.
I cannot see them. Oh, What? Where?
Well, I'm not sure why they're gray. They're supposed to be yellow, but like there's like one like
It's because there's a filter on this map.
Fair enough.
I can take it off.
We can switch to the other one if we. Okay.
There we go.
Can you see it
I
now?
mean,
no, they're quite yellow.
oh jeez, no, you've got to make it.
Oh no,
Just make
jeez.
it white.
Yeah, well then.
So you can make it thick. I still. It's weird. I don't know why I
What?
can't see it.
Uh oh, hang on. Mordia. Just for reference, I'm pasting it in the Mordia chat. Yeah. Someone's yeah. Thank you, Gorm.
Went over it.
Yeah.
Wait, so we can see it.
I know why it is. It's because every faction for me, I can see a ring, like how big the domain is, and they've overlaid each other so many times that it's
Doesn't show
actually
anything
just
else.
there's just like a blur of different colors from all the factions.
Okay.
But yeah, I can see it underneath there. That's fine. It is showing. But yeah, please rather use white because
Yeah.
I can't see the yellow for shit. Oh, actually, I kind of can. It doesn't really matter. But yes, good to know you are. Yeah, making that. And then I will ask if you can just like control drag, try and measure out the path that you're trying to take.
Yeah, he just did that.
I will point out to Trymere what I was trying to say is on this section of the map, the sort of regions that you're going into, I can tell you that there are 3 potential locations for elven caches.
Okay.
There is one there, and one there. I know they say objective, but those are placeholder tokens.
Yeah, I got it. I see them.
Well, actually, no. I mean, that those more of those will show up, but what you will find there, you're not entirely sure. But those are the kind of center of that search area for those
Got it.
caches. And you know that if you go near to one of those, you're more likely to find one of those elven paths.
All right.
So in terms of traveling on difficult terrain or on a route, going near those things, you're more likely to find a road.
Can I take a screenshot of that path right now of like how
I
far we're
sent
traveling?
it in the
Oh, okay.
Mordia. It's about 8 miles to the Ferit Court, and then 18 yeah, about 18 more miles to the Verdant main tribe, and then 18 more to the Shadow Claws from the Verdant.
So 56 total.
Yeah, total of 56. We can
That's one
move it.
way.
We can add like a mile and go through objective 9 here, like the middle one.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
we
that sort of any hex around it, you're probably likely to find some of those old pathways. So we can assume any hexes around that are going to be on a road.
so we can, if you want to like check the objective 1 in the west, we can make a detour. It will take us longer, but you go through another cache. Because getting to objective 5 will be a lot rougher. I think a few rivers to cross in the woods.
Yep.
So possible again, but
Yeah.
it will be also more
Yeah.
problematic.
So far, yeah. So far, Trimer, like he'll only go for this one.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to waste your time with the one on the left and right. Right now he's focused on the middle, the small detour instead of the big ones.
Yeah, so
So
it might add
then
like
to
an
get
extra
to the
mile.
Verdant, yeah, to get to the Verdant Main, then along that path, including if you use some trails there, this would probably take you about 11 hours. So that's about a day and a half of travel because you can travel 8 hours in a day. If you did a fast march, you could do it in 8.5 hours. So say one day of travel, but that's booking it like, and you would take a -5 to passive perception scores, which you might not want to do as you are walking into Shadowclaw territory, but also, you know, you're sticking quite close to the other allied Leonin pride. So
Yeah, still I think it will be maybe like from the Sadier's Tower to the Ferit Drakarkor we can book, even though it will still be we'll get there within half a day probably, maybe a day tops. But
Yeah.
getting from one clan to the other is probably going fast might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
but also if you go slowly, that route that was to the Verdant Main would take you 17 hours. So
So a bit
of
more than 2
travel.
days.
About 2 days basically.
Okay.
We can move there slowly if we want. Maybe we'll find something. If the Shadow Claw have already ventured that far after the fightings.
Yeah, when you move slow, you can use stealth and make stealth checks along the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've either got moving fast about a day, moving normal speed about a day and a half, and moving slow about 2 days. But that's I'm including all the way to the Verdant Main. So what is that first part of the journey? Just
8 miles to the court.
oh, I actually fucked that up. I was putting miles on the road where I messed it up. Actually, it's going to take a lot longer.
Makes
Watch
sense.
it.
So actually, to the Felidrika court is going to take you about 5.5 hours to get there by a normal march. Slow would take you 8 hours, and fast would take you 4. So if you go slowly, it'll take you a day from the Sader Tower to the Felidrika.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't mind
sorry,
going
I
fast.
messed up the
for
previous.
Hmm.
Totally messed up the previous one. Sorry. Say again.
Yeah. Yeah. I was saying, I don't mind going fast to the Felidrick Arc course and then going either normal or slow on the way to the Verdant Main Tribe.
Yeah, that would probably be a decent idea. Since we're just trying to get to the court first, and then well, I think we definitely want to take it either normal or slow for the rest of the march
Yeah, agreed.
because we'll be going deeper into enemy territory.
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind you're just making it, was just for sort of estimations. You can obviously make those decisions when you are going on those stretches, but yeah, it looks like you've got your waypoints and your destination and the stretches in between them. So yeah, you have an expedition ready. You can spend the next couple of days or a day or two preparing to go on this expedition. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good route.
Hmm.
All right.
I will move the clock along to the following day. But
Actually,
it is yeah,
oh yeah, I was gonna say, you know, Timer is going to give the like he got that magic item, the manual of quickness of action, and he's actually gonna give it to. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he trusts Carmilla with this. He's gonna give Carmilla the manual of quickness to action to Carmilla.
The manual of
That's
something. The manual of what?
Okay.
Your quick action, if you read it, I think for 48 hours in a week, within a week you will get +2 to your dex and +2 to the maximum dex. I believe it's that one.
yeah, that's vicious at Commander's hands.
And then you have to wait 100 years for it to recharge, I believe.
I have time enough.
You just might, yeah. It's true.
Didn't Estrella also have a book like this that she was reading for most of the campaign?
She still have it. She's
Maybe
also
like,
read.
yeah.
Just read it. Now
Maybe
she
this is
just
the
waits
same
a
book.
century.
So yeah, you get this book of exercises from Trivia that is definitely going to come in useful. I'll put. Sorry, the map is still going to have all the people from the celebration, but they're all in town. I'll put us on the Broudevik map so you can see what sort of stores and stuff are available. Like you've got Freya's Woodwork here, you've got the general store, you've got the blacksmith and the rune carver. There's some stuff you could buy to kind of prepare yourselves. I will put Thalgrim down, but it's up to you if you do want to make any preparations. This doesn't seem like the longest expedition, so I mean you might be geared up and ready to go. But this is your chance.
Well, I want to take a look at the blacksmith or like whatever Yeoman's father has to offer right now. Maybe he has anything interesting.
Looks in the mirror. blacksmith.
Yeah, wait, which one are you heading to first?
Either my father or Yeoman's father, whose name of Algon. Yeah, 20 was it on the market?
Can you see those store signs?
If you press on journal notes, it shows them, but if I click on them, it doesn't open anything.
Really? What's that? Okay, might be able to show.
Yeah, I remember seeing them somewhere. Maybe establishments? No. I remember seeing them somewhere, like on the side.
Yeah, it would be in establishments if that is.
Merchants, maybe. There we go.
But what if I do this? Does that show it
Yeah,
up?
that popped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Alkin's. You head over to the market and you can see he's busy preparing things for the day. You kind of get there first before you get to the blacksmith, but yeah, you can see him putting some barrels and baskets down. Ah, morning, Mikio.
Good morning, Algon.
You look like you're getting ready to head out.
Yeah.
Can I help you with something?
I'm just looking really. But yeah, we're gonna head north and try and see with some Shadow Claw. And try and see what they're doing. Because after we've expanded our influence. And yeah,
Oh,
we're just looking
going
for
on a lion
advice.
hunt, eh?
Yeah. You
I
wouldn't
have
have
some traps.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The delay. He'll comment that he starts looking around to try and see what might help you on a lion hunt, and says, I have some bear traps lying around here somewhere. But were you looking for something specific?
Actually, I was more curious, like, if you have anything interesting in store. Like, has anything interesting come through? Something a bit more
I'm
exciting.
afraid after the the battle, a lot of the interesting stuff has been cleaned out. But I always save something special for friends of Yeoman's. Let me see, and he starts rummaging through some of his items. And can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Of course I can. That would be 30.
Sorry, which one?
30 would be my roll.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it's a D. I was like, wait,
D100.
what did I ask you to roll? Oh, right, the D1. Yeah, just check. Yeah. Yeah, he will pull out a small like it looks like a tin of shoe polish, but it is this sort of strange gray polish that uh, he opens and looks quite viscous. But he says, I picked this up from one of the elves that was in town. I think it's something that their smiths use to harden their arrows, they said.
Oh,
I,
really?
I thought maybe you would like this. I kept it for you. And
Oh, thank you.
you can identify that this is essentially like a potion, but it is hardening polish. So when you apply this to a metal weapon or up to 10 pieces of ammunition, uh, which takes a minute, the coated item will harden and become stronger and will count as an adamantine weapon for the next hour.
Okay. Why, this looks quite delightful. How much do you want for it?
Oh no, don't be ridiculous. This one's not for sale, but for a warrior of Brodovik, I'll always spare a little trinket here. I wouldn't mind if you bought something else, though. I mean, you need to stock up on your rations, or you just hunt wherever you go.
Well, we typically do hunt, but a ration here and there is typically also quite a good idea. Now that you say it. Let me see.
I mean, you've probably still got all your rations from character creation, I would imagine. Because
Probably,
no one ever.
but how
Yeah,
much
you've
do you take for
definitely.
your? Yeah.
5 silver for a day's worth of rations.
All right, then I'll take 5
We've
days.
got 5 days.
Yeah.
Great. He'll call over one of the dwarves that is now working for him as well, and he will bring over a bundle of rations. And you can see it. It looks quite good, actually. It looks like they've been getting some food in. Looks like he hasn't got much by way of weapons and armor and that, but there's some nice dried meats and things like that.
That was 10 silver coins.
5 silver each, but
All right.
of course, for you, 50% discount as a fellow trader.
Why, thank you. All right. That will be 12 and a half, but I'm gonna give him 15 silver coins.
Thank you very much, and he will take that.
All right. Thanks for rations.
Geez, the party total has gone up. The Leonin was loaded.
I had like 500 on me. Yeah, 600.
Good luck.
Thanks,
We'll-
and we'll see you around.
And yeah, with that, I will also open the blacksmithing.
We can look at them ourselves as well in the journal if we go to merchants and stores.
Yeah.
You can see them all.
Do you see actually their specific stores? Like,
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we
Stone
yeah
and
all
Sons.
of them. Yeah, Freya's Woodwork, Dockyard Longhouse.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Nidmir's rune carving. The apothecary. Actually, that's pretty fucking. They're so expensive though. But yeah. Hey dad. I say as I walk over.
Right then. Come to do some work.
I was just looking now. I need to upgrade my weapon at some point. It might be after this expedition. What's this old sea axe has done me wonders. It's just not up to par, anymore. It's kind of lacking behind compared to the other people in my party.
Well, those dwarves are going to be bringing in some nice materials soon, so I'm sure by the time you get back, there'll be plenty to work with.
Oh, I hope so. Although I was thinking, like, I have this longsword I made a while ago. You probably remember it. Quite proud of it, but I'm not quite sure what to do with it currently. Like, it's meant for Yeoman, but well, not quite sure what happened to Yeoman. I'll show him my slotted masterwork longsword.
Oh, it is a fine piece. Do you want to put it for sale here in the store? I can surely find a user for it and give you some cash for it as well.
Yeah, Well, actually, I was thinking about like trying to find some runestones in it. I thought
Oh,
if
sure. Ask Nilmir. I'm sure she's got something for it.
that's actually a pretty dandy idea. Thanks, Dad. I'll go and do that. And then we're gonna be gone for a while. So you know, I'll be back in a few days. So take care of the shop, will you? Don't die on me.
Aye. You take care out there. May
Will
the
do.
gods watch over you.
May the gods watch over you. Right. Yeah. So okay, not to make it too long, but I want to go over to. Wait, Nilmia's right there. I should probably go to her first. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you'll see she is quite sullen. She doesn't engage much with you guys because this is Ulfhild's mother, isn't it?
I
Oh no,
think so.
no,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
at all. Never mind. It's what? No, someone's. Yeah, it was Ulfhild.
It
No,
was, yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Because she gave us the what was it? The Thor's hammer necklace.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She's all devoted to them. No, I'm mixing up names. What was the
Maybe with
dwarf?
Jormund's mother, the stonecutter.
No, who was the other player character? The dwarf.
Oh,
Anyway,
dwarf.
it was
Dwarf?
Odir's. I mean, Nurse, the other dwarf, the ranger, also had a daughter who.
We had a
Ursula?
dwarf ranger.
Well, we didn't have a.
No, it
No,
was a
I-
barbarian.
That wasn't that Ulfield, though.
Yeah, I'm mixing up names now. What was the sorcerer's name? How
Ursula.
have I forgotten?
The,
Ursula. Yeah, that
yeah,
was. I think Nilmir was Ursula's mother.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been quite depressed this whole time, and yeah, she was devoted to Thor, which was just salt in the wound because Thor was the one that killed Ursula. So
No.
yeah, she's been quite solemn since then. But you will see she's got a number of rune stones that are not in that store, I don't believe, but she's definitely been working on some.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can see she's got a bunch of runes that you would be able to fit into a sword.
All right. What kind of flavors are we talking about?
Striking runes, most likely.
Spicy. Spicy.
Oh.
Spicy runes, like spices. It's gonna put salt in your wounds.
Yeah, she would pull out a blank runestone that would be about the size of what you were looking for to fit into the thing, and she would say, if you really want something truly worthwhile, then we can do the ritual. It it costs 10 gold, but it will call a word to the rune stone and speak to your own spirit.
Oh, aye. So this
I
is like
will
gambling.
charge you for the. Sometimes there can be very magical runes, so do bear in mind. I will charge you for whatever it makes, but to make a new runestone is 10 gold. Otherwise, you can take some of these that we have here, and yeah, you can see the ones that she has are uh, of lower quality, but yeah, you could probably find some very basic runes or essentially find a word that could appear on this rock.
Man, this is bad. I'm bad against gambling. All right. Well, if I can put a down payment on it, if like I get something good, that would be nice. Or like pay off an interest. I don't know. Uh, yeah. How about I'll buy 3 from you. And try and We can do the ritual now if you like.
Oh, was that?
All right.
I hand her 30 gold coins.
I will say, while they are doing this, is anyone else going to be in the marketplace, that, like buying stuff? We don't have to. We'll do this quickly as well, but just want to know if anyone else might be there to join him on.
I was going to go to the apothecary just to see how they heal here, out of curiosity, but then maybe, and then probably to the rune carving just for maybe some trinkets as a souvenir from Boravik to braid into my hair. So I was going to make my way there eventually.
Yeah, so we'll say. I mean, I think you can imagine what, like you know how Ingrid works. So what he was saying there, but we'll let say that you were joining this scene here as Mikil is just handing over the gold here to do this ritual. And yeah, she will be explaining. All right, well, if you're going to do 3, I would suggest maybe not doing them all yourself. Otherwise, you're probably going to get 3 of the same thing. But you're welcome to try if you're able to change your mind in that way. And she kind of looks up at you and just shakes her head and she goes, but for a non-dwarf, it's probably unlikely.
Well, there's only one way to know, right? I'll try with 2 in the beginning. Yeah. Leave the last one in case stumble upon anyone who could use as a guinea pig.
All right, well, don't blame me if you get the same thing twice. And you can roll a d21 for me. You'll have to type that one in.
A D21.
Or actually, wait, I might just be able to give you access to the rollable table.
Well, I
Second.
rolled an 18.
That's great, but hold on, I'm actually going to give you the table.
Okay.
You can choose to take the 18 if you want. The word time would be appearing. You want to keep the ring that says time?
See, I've misplaced the Kibbles book, so.
Okay, there. I found it.
And.
Okay, I think you should be able to see it in the rollable tables section. You should
Yeah.
be able to right click on it says
Oh, yeah.
runes. Don't open it and read through them specifically, but you can right click on it and roll on that.
Alright, well, let's try this again. 14. Okay.
Okay, so size and time. But she goes, oh, I stand corrected. You must have some dwarven blood somewhere in you. I suppose it explains some things. She kind of glances over at the smithy, but we'll say here, this one, you see these layered circles. This is the rune of size. This is about 320 gold, but it'll make you about a foot taller and a fair bit stronger as well.
Okay.
I think if you put it on a weapon, it'll probably make the weapon larger. So might make it a bit heavier.
That makes sense, yeah. And what about time?
Oh, now this one, I'm sure I've never actually seen that one before. And you see it's got this complicated geometric rune that is slowly pulsing with this sort of pale grey light. She says, I'm afraid I can't even say it. That's one of the most intricate runes I've ever seen. And she will spend some time here to assess its value. She goes, "Oh, lad, I hate to break it to you, but this thing's worth about 100,000 gold."
What the?
And I got that through
It's-
gambling.
You just, I mean, we're reading the blood of your soul, and this is, I mean, a legendary rune.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, all you're seeing is
She,
music to my ears.
well, lad, if I think, if I'm not if I'm not mistaken, if you put that in your sword, I, I think it might be able to let you stop time.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
So when attuned to an item with this rune, you can use that item to cast time stop without expending a spell slot.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck?
Alternatively, you can use this rune as a reaction, failing a dex save or being hit by an attack to automatically pass the dex save or cause the attack to miss. You can use this ability after the roll to change its outcome, but once activated, it can't be activated again until the next dawn. So
My
you
god.
can
Oh my.
basically pause time once a day if this is, or when,
Holy.
but that's the active effect, right? That's when you're attuned to the item.
Ah, but there's a
The
passive
passive
effect.
effect is when marked on an armor or on an item, your speed increases by 20 feet. You gain a +2 bonus to AC and dex saves, and you can take 2 reactions per round, though you can't take multiple reactions on the same turn. However, you
Oh.
age twice as fast while attuned to the rune.
Sounds like Carmilla can make use of that. Oh my gosh.
Anyone could make use of that. That's the best one. You've got the best rune
Yeah.
in the whole game.
Yeah, so about putting that like interest payment on it. I don't know about you, but
Oh,
this
hi.
sounds
I'm honestly, I'm not sure I can just give this to you in good faith, let you walk away with it. I'll have to ensure that it's safe.
well, as long as you ain't scamming me. Make sure that thing has my name on it, because it's
Oh, I
coming
will.
home.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you observer permission of it in the. You should be able to read it now in the items directory.
Okay, so right now that item is like it's on us, but we're not using it yet.
All of time.
It's not on you. He spent 10 gold to create the stone essentially, but it's still these are her rune stones that she's selling. It's
Okay.
you would have to buy that.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, damn.
just for the fun of it, can we try the last one as well? Like, just to like go on this gambling high.
All right, you're hoping you'll get that one again. Uh,
Oh, I still don't have the 100,000 golds to buy it off of you, but yeah, let's see it.
Shit, no.
Oh,
my God, you've definitely got dwarven blood in you. Uh, and yeah, this one will be chaotic flowing rune with no straight lines, but it's clearly little flames, and she'll say, "Oh, that one I recognize. Also, about 320 gold for that. That's a fire rune. We'll give you, make you resistant to fire, or make your weapon uh, do some extra flamey damage."
all right.
Oh, also, when you're attuned to them, they're even better. So, if you were attuned to an item with this rune, you can cast Burning Hands as a bonus action without spending a spell slot. And that would use her spell save, but I mean, just use your spell save.
Oh, well, I'm liking the options so far. See, this is
So you
why I
managed
hate
to get
gambling.
2 uncommon and a legendary.
Yeah. This is why I hate gambling, because I want to keep going.
Well, the Leonin has been standing behind you while you've been doing this. So, yeah, unless anyone else wants to come in and 10 gold to craft a stone.
Okay, I mean, could we? Let's do it once.
Yeah, you can. I mean, everyone's getting ready to go on an expedition, so makes sense if you would join Miko here.
Okay. Where's the table?
All right. Let me. I'm sorry, I just had to reload, but I will show you now. Sorry, I thought I made it visible to everyone. There we go. You should all be able to see it now. In the rollable table section, runes.
Okay.
Just remember, it is 10 gold to actually do this. So
Yep, I removed 10 gold. So,
Still need to go there.
oh, it says I do not have sufficient permission to view sheet.
You have to roll it, like right click and roll it. Yeah, not look at the sheet.
Okay. All right, here I go. Roll. Wait, 14. Dang it! I think I got the
That was
same.
size.
Yeah.
Jose, congratulations. Looks like you two were meant to travel together. And one thing we forgot to mention about this one is that when you're attuned to an item with this rune, you can use that item to cast Enlarge Reduce as a bonus action without expending a spell slot once per day.
Okay.
So yeah, makes you a foot taller, lets you count as a size larger when carrying things, and it would make a weapon bigger and heavier. So it gets the heavy property. I don't know how useful that is.
Not quite, but oh no. Well, I think how much was it? Like 320 for the fire.
320 for all of those except the time.
That makes sense. Yeah. Can I buy the fire rune that I got?
Absolutely.
All right, that'll be 320 in your pocket. Time to do very quick math because
You should just be able to actually in the thing type minus 320, and I think it works it out.
I just tried that and it just said object, which unfortunately means that you can't. But there you go.
Also, do remember there's next to where it says public role, there is a little dice there that is actually a calculator. I know that tends to be forgotten.
Oh really?
Ah,
That's pretty fucking cool, actually.
I had
I
no
didn't know
idea
that.
it exists until this point.
Been there
Okay.
the whole time.
No, I saw the die. I just
Yeah.
didn't think it's a calculator.
I knew.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Just manually
literally
type /roll and what I needed.
Yeah.
every single time I bring it up, someone's like, "Oh, I didn't know that was there."
Yeah.
Like,
Like
yeah, we
obviously it's a
we
die
forgot.
symbol, not a calculator symbol, so
Yeah, also all the dice buttons at the bottom, you've got advantage, disadvantage. You can you don't actually have to type anything usually, but yeah, that is also the easiest way.
So wait, can you do this just for reference? Oh, you can. Lol. Okay. It's a calculator. Yeah. Oh, so I bought the rune for you.
Yeah, I have put it in the list. I suppose you will be able to attach it to your weapon, but yeah, I'll try and do that out of session. Make an actual separate item that has them. But just you can bear in mind you have those extra effects there, and I'll do that after the session.
okay.
I mean, I can also edit myself if that's easier on your part.
Yeah, if you can do that, that would be very helpful. Thank you.
Okay. I've been playing around with the MIDI call and all that stuff, but either way, I don't need to do any more here, unless the Leonin wanna try and gamble.
Yeah.
I don't know much.
And Trimir's down there as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about your rune carvings. I believe we do a bit differently where I'm from. But I was mainly wanted that ring and a little wanted like one of the signet rings. The normal one. But yeah, I'll indulge.
All right.
I'll buy
Go.
a rune stone from you.
Oh, all right, big fella. She'll put that little, like this tiny pebble into Leonin or
You gotta roll a 1.
So do I just think, or how does it work?
close your hand and just concentrate until a word comes to you, and she will start to chant in this kind of dwarven song that as you feel this magic flowing around your hand, and yeah, you basically, this would remind you a little bit of like druidic magic, but yeah, space. Oh, got a rare one. You when you open it, it looks almost like your claws just like you just scratched the rock. As it is just 3 lines of literally of varying lengths in an old arrangement. So I'm just picturing it. It looks like a claw mark, but she would say, "Oh, that's. I suppose I've never done this with a Leonin before. Sorry, this is a very nice one. It usually goes for about 2,000 gold. It lets you teleport short distances, and yeah, basically you can replace your movement by teleporting 10 feet in any direction on your turn, and you can use Dimension Door without using a spell slot once per day.
Oh wow.
It's good because I don't have any spell slots to begin with, but I also don't have 2,000 gold. So I will thank her. Thank you for showing me this magic. Perhaps someone else with more means than me will be able to use this.
Or would you like me to keep it for you, or can I interest you in something else? And you'll see that all the ones that you're not buying, she's adding to like it looks like a table of jewelry, you know, with all these different rune stones and amulets and jewelry.
Well, if someone else buys it, by all means. Maybe if I manage to gather up enough, I'll purchase it, but don't save it specifically for me. Someone could use it. No need for it to sit here, do nothing.
Thank you, and sure it will uh, find someone who wants it, and yeah, she will add that to her stock. I'm going to give you guys vision over it just so that we know which ones you have seen.
Man. And that 18 we got mad. That was a legendary. Like, oh man, what's 19, 20, and 21?
I can only assume the best of the best.
Or maybe one. You roll one and it's also legendary. Maybe it's just randomly. Maybe it's alphabetically in order. Who knows?
No, you got the best one. Yeah, it is alphabetic.
Oh,
I mean, if I remember reading correctly, one of the runes was literally just you can cast Power Word Death once per day. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
also
it's the power word. It's probably the death rune,
yeah, that makes sense.
which will also cost. It's also a legendary
Oh
one.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that costs like
yeah.
60.
Death is also legendary. That one's actually 65,000. So you still found the best one.
yeah. What number is that? That then?
It's a secret
1921.
for us
Secret.
to gamble our gold and figure out.
Once we come back from this, I'm gambling 1,000 gold on just this.
Start dumping so he gets all the runes, so he has all the
Exactly.
options.
Dude, I'm gonna be Ash Ketchum. Gotta catch 'em all.
Milma's like, I wouldn't complain. Come back and you'll make us rich.
I mean, can try me do it again? Just one more time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Let me remove from my gold then. Removing 10 gold from my inventory. All right, there we go. All right, this is last one. Last one. 13.
Oh, that's actually quite an interesting one, and you'll see this fanciful twisting rune that confuses the eye with ever shifting patterns of color. She goes, "No, that is an elven rune if ever I've seen one." uh, this is good for if you are into illusions. You can cast more convincing illusions, essentially. So creatures would have disadvantage on their first investigation check to determine if a spell you cast is an illusion. And you can cause one illusion you've made to become real. This affects a 10 by 10 foot cube of the illusion if it's larger than that. What? So it would only, it's a 10 by 10 foot cube. If it's bigger than that, that's all it would make real. And it can't make an object worth more than 100 gold. It would last for an hour, and you can't create a creature of a CR greater than 5. Wow, okay, that's still pretty good. When attempting to create a weakened version of the creature or simply fail.
I
If
cast
the
Adamantine
illusion
Wolf.
directly
Boom.
causes damage, it can deal a maximum of 8d8 damage. This limit doesn't apply to creatures contained or created through it, though. So, yeah, you can basically make a minor illusion real.
Oh, okay.
I cast Adamantian Wolf. Boom.
Okay.
So that could be a creature
Alright.
that you could create a person, like an illusion of a person, and then make them real once per day. Finally, a way to make the peasant canon.
So you're saying the person is worth less than 100 gold?
Peasant, yeah.
Poor peasants.
This, however, is worth about 14,000 gold. So hope
Okay.
you've got that elven coin purse with you.
No, but I do know where to get a lot of it. I guess Trimer's thinking about Vatrander's at Horde.
Maybe the next cache has like 1 million gold. Who knows? Next Elven cache. Small bank.
Yeah.
There, maybe.
All right then. All right then. Yeah, when we have coin, we'll seek to buy these things from you, runes from you someday.
Well, I will keep them safe. Look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah. So right now the time one it costs 100,000. That's what it's cost the time rune.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
You can cast time stop for free. That's really.
Yep. What's
And you
per
get
day? Well, that's-
you get extra speed of 20 and plus 2 to AC and dex saves and the 2 reactions. It's a lot.
And you can basically ignore one hit or deck save a day. You can just automatically
and-
pass or cause the attack to miss. So that could be huge.
Yep, and in Vatrander's Horde, there's 220,000 gold pieces, but there's even more platinum, 37,000 platinum, which is 370,000 gold. I was like, oh my god. Yep. So, so the moment we raid that Horde, will afford runes.
Hey, also just when Carmela was talking to that dragon, seemed like he wasn't short on cash either. A dragon's hoard is generally that's how people should just price things. Like, yeah, this legendary item costs 1 times dragon's hoard.
One green adult dragon's horde.
Yeah, no, you don't want to actually. Knowing D&D players, they would be like, I found a wormling. He had a couple of coins. There you go. Like, it's a
Just beat him
dragon
up like a bully shaking a kid for his change.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere, someone has got a baby dragon tied up and is like, one day we're gonna be rich. One day they're gonna be Mama Dragon's food. But yeah, there's also, I will remind you, there's always the option of stealing things. But I don't know if you want to steal shit from the people in Broudevik. That might not, might
No.
not end so.
Like raiding other enemy cities, yes, but no.
Mikhail starts skimming off the top at the blacksmith.
I would never.
I think he'll die
Yeah, so you
before he skims enough off the top to get the 100,000 gold.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go after the dragon now. So guys, I'm taking a detour.
Well, as you guys spend some time making rune stones and dreaming of what you're going to buy when you get back home, you now realize you're going to need to make some serious coin over the next month, especially because a lot of that is going to go towards Broudevik and just keeping these
Surviving.
people alive. So, are there any other preparations anyone wants to make? Or are you all about ready to head out?
Thalgrimir is ready. He can gather enough food for himself if he needs to, probably even more. So he's fine on ration part.
Yeah, you actually would have your starting rations with you as
Mm-hmm. Also have a feature as an outlander. Lets me, if I have access to like small game, berries and water, I can get enough food for 5.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they are also. You are heading towards the grasslands, and there are tables for the grasslands for hunting game and stuff as well.
Yeah,
And
true.
the grasslands are pretty good for hunting game. So yeah, I think we've heard mostly from Mikil. Anything from the elves that you want to prepare?
Nope.
Also, if you guys are not going by ship, are you planning on bringing any mounts with you?
Oh yeah. Carmilla does still have that bird mount, large bird mount, right?
It's my bird.
She also has the
Yeah.
owlbear.
Bird? Did you keep the bird?
Oh, what? Yes.
Yeah, no, it's on the roof of the of our house. The eagle.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about it. This, yeah,
Him and the
Torg is not
Draugr.
there either.
It's a stealth
Oh
eagle.
yeah, Draugr. Sven.
Oh, I know what we do. We
Drop Sven as a
equip
commando behind
we
enemy lines.
equip this eagle with some desert, but then we fly over the enemy space, and you can figure out the rest.
Hey, equip the eagle with what?
Desert.
A gun, Desert Eagle.
Oh.
Because a gun.
Wow. Okay. Well
Oh,
done.
okay.
Understanding.
At first I thought she was spraying sand, but Desert Eagle. Yeah. At the end I collected it.
Yeah. Look, the
We don't have
allow
guns
Mr.
yet.
Douglas Gorm
We have
to-
semi tanks, not guns yet.
yeah, I mean, having a giant eagle could definitely make for a great offensive couple of strategies. But yeah, that's why I asked, who do you want to take? Because yeah, you've all, or most of the, I don't know, come to think of it, most of the original group is gone or injured. Because a couple of you have got like things around your neck that just have your mounts in them. And I think Hilta has Find Steed as
Yeah,
a
he
spell.
does.
Yeah. And now I'm wondering if we can use the large rune and then just equip it onto the eagle somehow, and then the eagle becomes very big. For wait, I don't know how long. Wait, hold on. Enlarge doesn't last long though, right?
No, you could do that. The size rune makes you a foot taller and lets you carry something as though you were a size category bigger. So it would allow the eagle to carry a lot more.
Can it attune to it?
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, if you're using the eagle as a mount, like you could definitely attune it to the eagle and then be able to command the eagle to enlarge it or reduce itself. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Have it as like a normal sized eagle to you can then be like, surprise, and it turns into a giant. Or just have a friggin' 747 of an eagle flying up like dragon size.
High in the sky.
But yeah, I mean, you are going to have to go through the tree to get there. So you'll be leaving straight from the middle of Bradovik. So if you guys are ready to go, or if there's anything else you want to do before you leave.
I would just look at the tree if there's like anything familiar in my tribe there.
Yeah, you would definitely recognize this is what in Broudevik they call the sky tree, but you would definitely recognize it as a branch of Yggdrasil. That there is a dormant tree like this. You probably wouldn't know about the branches of Yggdrasil, but you would know that they are like sacred trees. They are the like Freya's magic often surrounds them, and yeah,
Yeah,
you
just
wouldn't know about the doorway.
checking if there is like a tree like that in the village. That's
There
all.
is. There is.
Okay.
Probably a smaller one, to be fair.
Yep.
You guys want something to happen, you have to say that you're doing something.
Yeah, I'm following the party. Like, they said they have a way for. I'm staying in front of a tree waiting to see what happens while we're gathered here.
Yeah.
Because I don't think our people
Yep.
travel. Maybe for like rituals, but not traveling.
Well, well, I'm out or no amount. Like I'm nonetheless ready to go.
I
One
think
of you's
so.
got the key for the tree, so when you want
It
to
was
leave,
either Gorm or
there-
Mikil. I think it switches hands depending on who's currently in the session.
yeah, as we've said before, the key is just in the party, and it is a shared item. You can pretty easily, if Gorm's got it, he's in a bed at the building over there. You can pretty easily go and grab it from him.
Then, then let's use the key to go through the door, the magical door of Yggdrasil.
Okay, so Mikhail opens the gateway into the tree of Yggdrasil, and being a small group, you guys would travel through probably much to the surprise of your new Leonin friend, but you would be able to travel through without too much issue. Maybe spotting Ratatoska and Mimirt as you pass by.
Right.
Not in the wrong-
To Satyrs Tower we go.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to load the map. I thought I had it here. Oh, I named it the wrong thing. Okay, yeah. So you guys pass through and arrive through a tree on the other side of the Sadist Tower. I'm just trying to think if there's any reason to actually, yeah, we can start. Sorry, Foundry's being an ass.
Better than Saturday.
Saturday, remember.
But did you guys all just walk?
I didn't press anything.
No, I didn't do
Oh,
anything. Yeah.
your tokens are just here from last time. Also, are you bringing the elves with you?
right now, Ariana and Finway, you're talking about?
Yeah.
Hmm. That's like I'm thinking about it. You know what? Yeah, why not? Since we are getting the Elven caches on the way, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean there are also other elves in the group, like the rest of them that don't travel with you are going to travel with Lady Kira and probably go on another expedition of their own. They might be heading back to Borderbet soon, but they still seem to be sticking around.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you are obviously represented by the ship as per usual, but you guys arrive here and you can tell that just heading north is where you're kind of heading from here. This is just trying to give a basic idea of the terrain, but obviously I haven't prepared that much of this terrain. But you guys are outside the Seder Tower, so are you just passing by there? I mean, it's only like 9 in the morning. So yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah,
You can
I
either go
believe
to
so.
the
Yeah,
Seder Tower or just begin your journey.
yeah, I believe we're just passing by. Unless any of you have business you want to do in Cedar Tower before.
How much would I know much about them? They are also druids.
Yeah, you would know that you'd probably interact or have interacted with them at some point, but they're kind of beyond your normal territories. You know that they are with Braudevik, though. They're kind of on the other side of the mountains to where you are.
Okay.
But you would know the rivers here on the like on the left hand side. You would know that coming from either from the north or from that top river, you would probably know those areas fairly well. Like that's getting into the grasslands. But that again, if you wanted to head sort of west to go to the Verdant Main, you would probably take those rivers and head towards the forest that way. But if you want to go towards the Feledricar, you would go to the top right of this map.
Yeah, but if we're
Okay.
starting with them.
Yep, the Feldrock card.
Okay, so yeah, some of the druids would see you from the tower as you pass by, but you make your way north and up towards the grassland. You would see the old uh, lightning structure. Can you see that thing?
We can see the ship, yeah? It's just everything is like
Yeah.
we have no tokens, but we can see the ship and everything else. It's just
Yes.
Yeah. That's for the scale. That's your whole party there. That's
Yeah.
where that ship is. And apparently we have this by minutes. How did I do that? So yeah, it would take your first sort of hour making your way north, and we'll go to the area map or to the PDF. But at this point, as I put your party token down here,
And is it agreed
yeah,
that we're going at a fast pace?
yeah, we can even if we go with normal pace, it's 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, I think it was. Wait, is that right?
I think even if it went slow, it was like 7 on this specific
Yeah,
part.
even slow would be about 6 or 7 hours, but yeah, normal pace is about 4 hours. I think maybe I added missed a mile somewhere, but yeah, if you did 3 fast, it would take you about 3 hours.
Okay.
It's up to you. 6 hours slow, 4 hours normal, and 3 hours fast.
Yep. I was wondering if we're going fast. That's what I was voting for.
Well, you'll have your navigation rolls, so whoever is the navigator gets to set the pace, I believe.
Well, I don't have proficiency with the tools, but I know the area, so I can navigate if no one wants to. Somewhat know the area at
And
least.
when-
I got.
yeah, remember you still get to all do, like, you're all participating in this, but it's just the leader of that activity. So
Okay.
I know it's been a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
All right.
But yeah, so that's actually something we should do before you technically headed out, is decide the expedition roles. So who is doing what? I'll remind the roles.
You got camper, crafter, entertainer, forager, hunter, lookout, navigator, scout, and trainer. You can see them in the journal in the expedition rules.
Yep.
Trainer can also, trainer is the one that can set the pace. If you've got someone, or the navigator, but having a trainer is the one that's like, all right, hop, hop, hop. Everyone
Yeah,
going.
I can go with trainer if you want to navigate Trimer.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to navigate.
Okay, so try me a navigator. Camilla, lookout again. Or are you going scout or hunter or
Look out.
Okay. So we've got Crimea, Navigator, Camilla, Lookout, and is sorry, what's your character's
Calgary, and
name?
I'll go trainer.
Okay, you sure? There are
Yeah,
some good
see.
options for him. Yeah, Scout, Hunter, Forager, they they all actually sound decent for him. I assume Mikhail's going Crafter,
Yeah.
I'll
as is to do.
I'll take forager or hunter. I'll take hunter. I'll go with the hunter role.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is not a. Yeah. Hunter will make sense. So then, yeah, we'll say you've got advantage on your checks because of your feature, because you are just going to be able to get the very basics. But
Yeah.
when you actually go for a hunt, it'll be. But to set things off, then, yeah, Trimere, you get to set the pace then as. I assume you're saying fast then.
Yes. And what does that
Okay.
do for Carmela's perception? Let's look at.
It's -5 to our perception, I think.
To your
Really?
passive
Okay.
perception,
Passive.
but I'm gonna say it gives. I'm gonna say it gives the lookout disadvantage, but because it's your passive perception that takes the hit.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
you can make your
Okay.
navigation check as yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see if I need magic guides or no. 15. Is that decent enough?
Yeah, 15's not wonderful. Do you want to stick with
Hmm.
it?
I'll try.
I
I'll
mean,
do magic guidance. See if I get a better roll.
It's better.
Oh, yep. There you go. Dirty 20.
okay, yeah, dirty 20 definitely. You at first you you start hitting and you realize, oh no, there's a mountain in your way there, and then you turn and find a nice area where it starts to plateau, and you've actually got quite a nice walk through the grasslands here, as there is long grass ahead of you, and you can tell that the autumn leaves are already starting to come in here. As Carmilla, you can give me a perception check with disadvantage, as you are making your way pretty fast along the route that you were planning to.
That's fine.
Is that with disadvantage, or do you usually have advantage?
Yes, I usually have advantage. That's why.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so a 15. Just checking. Okay, with a 15, as you are making your way along, you do start to see there are some of these old pathways that Trymere is kind of leading you towards. They are more overgrown than the ones you're hoping to find on the next sort of stretch of your journey, but you do find some that are probably used by the local animals and Leo. And we are going to move you onto a different map.
Just remember what we've seen in not far from this region in our travels. Two dragon-looking creatures.
Yeah, that there is an elemental sort of conflux over there, so things get pretty
Yeah.
wild in that little desert patch. But yeah, there's you are in a pretty dangerous area. And actually, can Thelgren and Mika, can you both just roll a d20?
Oh,
Of
straight
course.
D20. Okay.
Oh.
13 for me.
That would be a
Ooh,
15
close.
for me.
Okay. All right. Then here you are. Yeah, you find a little forked trail here. And up ahead, uh, Carmela, you notice that the trail splits up ahead of you, but down the road you can see that there is a small group approaching, and it looks like there are three large sort of figures. Actually, you can give me a group nature check to see if you can identify what these creatures are, as Carmela sees them and will point them out to the group as the looker.
Okay. All of us can make nature checks.
Yeah, this is a group nature check.
Oh shit, net one. I don't know. I don't know.
Luck of the first day as a character.
Oof.
Oh. Oh gosh, two net ones from two players. Okay, we got that out of the way.
Oof. All right, yeah, you guys have never seen such a creature. Thelgrin, however, you know these parts. And Camilla, you've probably been waiting to see one of these for a while now. But that was misleading. Sorry, it's not a goblin. Just straight up. And you said Ariana and Finway are with you, right?
Yeah. Should I make checks for them or no?
No, it's okay. I just needed to put their tokens.
Okay.
There we go. You recognize Carmilla and Thelgren. You will be able to point these things out. Mikil and Trymere have probably never come across such things as they haven't explored these grasslands before, but there are 3 giant hyenas making their way down the road, and they seem to be led by a hyena-faced creature that looks almost like a leonid, but is hyena instead of lion. And you see a gnoll leading these 3 giant hyenas down the path, and they seem to be walking in your direction as you are sort of heading north towards them. But yeah, a gnoll and 3 large hyenas.
With
What
the
do you
nature
do?
check we made, are they like native here? Like, are they usually here? Are they evil?
Yeah, this is Gnoll country. They are generally they will also work with the Shadow Claws. The Gnolls are. You guys both know what Gnolls are, so I'll let you use your own knowledge. But you would have no reference for the sort of the lore about the gods that the Gnolls are involved with. But you know that these are hyena folk essentially that are bad news most of the time. The hyenas look like they are wild hyenas that, well, tamed by the gnoll. But yeah, I'll let you guys use your own knowledge there. But Trymere and Mikil would not know much about these. Camilla and Thalgren, you recognize exactly what a gnoll is. Yeah. And if you don't know what a gnoll is, and I'm just assuming because pretty sure, probably haven't put many in our games, but if you guys have played Baldur's Gate 3, you probably know what a gnoll.
There was only one in the Descended to Avernus campaign, and it was the god.
Yeah, so the main things you would know is that they are like demonic. You would assume that they are associated with maybe Fenrir. They seem that's their sort of vibe, but they are nomads and they are constantly roaming the grasslands, looking for things to kill and eat.
Okay. Alright, it looks like we're dealing with these things.
Yeah, I'll just say Shadow Claw ahead of us. The areas like to the left and the right are like uphill.
Yeah, you're kind of walking in a slight valley. It's there's an actual small cliff face on the left hand side, but on the right is more of a gradual hill with some autumn trees growing there. But yeah, you would have to, on the left it would be a bit of a climb, and on the right you could move into those forests. But they are the others are kind of heading down the road towards you guys, so you know you've only got a few seconds before they will spot you as well.
Then I will use my features. I'll use Snout of the Bloodhound. Actually, it takes a minute. Never mind. I will not have time for it.
Oh, shit, I forgot about the ravens. Yeah, what is that?
It
Mean,
takes
this
a
is-
minute.
is your point.
If we have a few seconds, then I don't have enough time to use it. So I will not use it.
I think I have something that will not take a minute. Will not take a
What is
minute.
that?
It is a spell. I gotta use them somehow. Pass without a trace. At least.
Okay.
Yes. Man, like
So
I
it
so
would
rarely
becomes-
use them.
What does your pass without a trace actually look like? Is it are you just
It-
like
it's-
shrouded
it's-
in darkness, or is
It's basically just like like open my mouth and breathes out like shadows that just seems to cling to us, like making us harder to see. Just basically
Yes,
like in what would we call like? I think it would depend on where it is. If it was like, shall we say, on a snowy field, it would be like more reflective, the shadows.
yeah? Here you're in a sort of autumn, like you're moving into the grasslands, but there's still quite a lot of tree cover here. So you're walking through this dappled sort of light coming through the foliage. So that already gives you some camouflage because it's already breaking up your your silhouette. And then just as those shadows envelop you, it just you're kind of lost in the piles of autumn leaves and things that are falling from these trees. It's hard to notice you there. But that is going to. I am then going to ask for a stealth check from everyone here if you are using that to your advantage to try and hide from these guys.
Hopefully
I'll-
they like turn right and pass through.
Yeah, so you'll have a +10 to this roll from Commoners spell. And this
Alright.
you can roll for the elves as well.
Oh, okay. And Ariana still +10.
Mikil, you might want to change your rolls to public. I can still see them, but I can see that they are set to private.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad. Sorry.
Okay, did everyone actually add in the +10 on the roll? Mikil didn't, so
yeah.
that's
No.
25.
Yeah, Mikhail got 25
Okay.
instead of 50.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the highest they got was a 17. So as they're approaching, these hyenas don't even sniff you out, as the shadows seem to block you. And I would like. Yeah, can I get Camilla? Can you please roll a d2 for me and call one or two, which heads or tails? I can never remember which is actually represented.
Yeah, I think it's just one or two. Honest.
One.
Yeah, but the coin does actually have tails.
I
on it
believe one
as
is
well,
heads
like-
and two is tails.
Yeah, that's what I always think too. And then
So as I said, one. Apparently, two is the dragon.
Yeah, that
I
would
guess I
be-
was wrong.
head. Maybe I don't know. If it's a dragon, then it might be tails. But yeah, okay. So you see that as they are making their way towards you, they are still making their way along the path. They don't turn, but they don't notice you. So they are heading towards you, but you're kind of hidden in the shadows here. You've got a chance to maybe move out of the road to try and either climb the hill, climb the cliffside on your left, which I will say is only like maybe like 20 to 30 feet of a climb, and then on the right hand side you can see that there are some trees. like they might not spot you. You could stay there in that spot, but even pass without a trace is not good enough to stop them if they walk right into you.
Yeah,
Well,
I say. Yeah, I say just let them pass. Let them pass. So that's spread out.
you can see the easier solution, which is to the right. I assumed Carmilla would immediately jump with a wall. I'll be honest.
Why? What the fuck, man? It's a wall. It's there to be
Yeah,
walked
you
up.
can climb. Yeah.
I do.
That's
I
it.
don't
I thought you
climb.
would just
Like
climb on it, walk
who
on
the
it.
who the freaking climbs on a wall? That's like peasants.
You just walk up vertically. That's the way real people walk up a wall.
Well, as you guys dart into the forest, there you can make one more stealth check as you try to let them pass.
Okay. One more stealth check for all of us.
Actually, no, I'll give this.
Oh boy. Ah.
21.
I forgot to do the thing again.
Left reality.
Plus 10 to the roll. Yeah.
Something isn't wrong.
Finway and Ariana haven't.
I did it already. They got.
Yeah,
18
but
and
maybe
17.
they didn't live reality. I mean,
That's fine. They rolled like shit. So everyone. Yeah, everyone makes it there as you all dart into the forest, and this group like walks past. You see them sniff the air for a moment, and then just keep moving, none the wiser, as your the pass without a trace made a difference there. But as they as they pass by, you manage to evade them entirely, and with that, you can continue on your journey unless you want to try and
Yep.
ambush them from behind or something. Is there anything else you want to try to do there?
Nah, let's not waste our resources on them. Let's go now while we can.
Then we will head back onto the map as you've managed to avoid that encounter. You do come to a fork in the road there, though, so I will need another navigation check from Trymere as you try to decide which route is going to be the way to the village of Garcourt.
All right. Navigation. Ooh, 19 on the navigation. Fast face still.
Yeah. Okay. So you take the path to the right that now curves sort of along the forest, and you actually head further into the trees. And at this point, I will need another lookout check as well from Camilla. So you've still got your pass without a trace up at this point for stealth.
Oh shit.
Okay. How? Ah, wait a second. Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, I mean, it was still in that one. I know
Yeah,
it didn't roll with the right stats, but
it would still be on your 7, but that's like still a good result.
yeah. So you guys, you make your way through the trees, and Camilla's a lot more focused on sort of keeping you hidden than noticing anything in particular. And as you head into the depths of this forest, you will come across a fallen tree that Camilla, you get the impression there's probably some pretty good looking there's some like nice looking mushrooms on it that you might be able to harvest. This might be good hunting grounds as well as you're making your way in this direction. I will be putting us down onto another map now, but do Mikkel or Felgren want to be doing anything as you are making your way along? Hunting or crafting going?
If it's a good hunting ground, might as well see what I can find. I will use my
Hey,
fishing.
well, you are heading back into the. Oh, you're just using a feature, or do you want to actually?
No, I will
roll
use
for that?
what I was about to use previous. The snout. It gives me advantage on tracking and a few other things. It enhances my senses for the next hour.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, very cool. So is this how does this work? You just oh right, it is literally your sense.
Okay, so there's not like an actual raven that does something. You just the raven, the legend of it, and its spirit gives me the
Yeah,
powers.
you will probably be followed by ravens often. I mean, there are many ravens about, and generally the local sort of superstition is that if you see a raven, that's Odin watching. But oh, you in particular see loads of ravens. And at this point, yeah, you can roll then with advantage on the hunting table. I lost it for some reason.
Oh, it's
Yeah, the gathering.
yeah.
You can hunt
Gather.
them, but this you are still in the. You've actually moved into the forests again. So
Forest,
can-
yeah. So DC
you have
10 survival check to see if I find something.
yeah with advantage.
Natural 20.
Oh,
That's really.
the nat 20. Very nice.
Does that mean they roll twice to get both results?
Yeah, I think so.
Roll twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is you roll twice. But I will say that is also sort of going to cancel out Kamala's nat 1 there,
Nice.
as you will notice.
Oh, fresh and 1d4 fresh ingredients.
I found a total of 3 fresh ingredients.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's so you probably hunt a deer or something here to 3 fresh ingredients is quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
So what does it look like as Falcon goes hunting?
Yeah, with the snout of the bloodhound, like, everything is enhanced. I noticed like tracks. They may be a bit hidden from sight and smells. I just start like take out one of my hand axes and start following the scent. I see a deer casually munching on some grass, and I throw the axe and kill it. I thank nature for this deer for providing me, and may it proceed in its cycle as I gather what I can and return to the party.
Yeah, the party won't be too far behind, but you'll be sort of harvesting this deer as I'll add the fresh ingredients, but you are near this fallen tree that Kamala is looking into, and you're pretty sure as you are harvesting it, you keep hearing something from the other side of the tree, like there are some other animals behind you, but it's like the sounds come and go. It could just be sounds of the sounds of the forest, but with your heightened senses, you're pretty sure you can smell more creatures nearby.
Are you supposed to
They
see
may be
them or not?
attracted by the. You can tell that they are on the other side of the tree where you are. That it is a very large tree, but it smells like the dead deer has started to attract something, and you're just sort of sniffing them out on the other side of the tree.
No, I'm asking
So,
because we can
can you
see
see the tree?
a part of one of them. I'm not sure we're supposed to see.
Yeah. Then we'll say that's what you can tell. Like it's that one has just gotten to the tree and it that's the one that you're hearing kind of clawing against the wood. I say clawing, but scratching and yeah, the rest of the party is joining you at this point as well, as you are noticing that. So you like to.
There are a few creatures around. Should probably finish gathering this quickly before, unless we want some unwanted company.
All right. Let's go. Let's go then. If you sent something off.
So the fallen tree is in the middle of the path that you guys are following. You're at this point heading south. It's kind of winding through the forest.
Yeah, I imagine Trymir is gonna immediately look far away around. Like is this path on the like on base Trimir's right essentially. I'm looking down
Yeah.
on his right.
Yeah, you see there where the tree is pulled up, that it has created a bit of a gap there in the forest.
Okay. Yeah. I imagine Trimir's gonna head that way. As Algren is finishing up getting the W. Right. Is the rest of the party following suit with Trim?
I will say that tree looks easily climbable if you want to try and get over it. If you guys don't really have a caravan or anything that would be stopped, but yeah, Primary's path seems pretty clear as well.
Yep. Want to get an open area so that we don't like get ambushed, since Talgren was mentioning creatures we be watching.
And because might as well, I will try to climb a tree.
Okay.
Some mud.
Thalgrim, you easily climb onto the tree just as Trymere is sort of rounding the corner to notice the same thing. As you see down in front of you, there are several brick that are these strange worm-like creatures with these beaks that are they seem to be like feeding on whatever's here in this part of the forest, kind of blocking this whole section of the path. And as you step up to the top, one of them is going to notice you and let out a screech.
Oh no.
I'd like everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh no, you.
Oh, we are fighting Greeks.
The Greeks?
Yes. So
I
quick,
mean-
find some net cafe or some uso or whatever they drink.
Wine?
And the Leonin did come from Thega, so it only makes sense. just Fenway and Oriana to roll, and then we will begin. What is the time? Okay. There's just a couple of Greek. Probably might take one. Okay. Yeah, as the big one in the middle there seems to screech at you, Thel, we go to your turn. What do you mean?
I'll drop here and like as I'm walking to the side of the tree, I'll just like straighten up. So I'm like 6'8" now, and pull out my great axe instead of my quarter stuff. And as a bonus action, I will rage as I leap down towards the calm grave. And once I figure out how to I rage, there we go. Should target myself with it. There we go. And as a part of my bonus action, I am making an attack. A feature that I have.
Cool.
I'll swing recklessly and I'll swing with Great Weapon Master. I'll throw everything.
All the barbarian things.
All the barbarian options. I'm using them. 18. An
Forgot
extra.
how terrifying you playing a barbarian.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, I was playing. Oh, oh crap!
one
Damn.
shot.
Yeah, go
Good,
reckless again. On the other.
I'm still recklessing. I have to choose at the beginning of my turn, if of the round, of the turn if I'm recklessing, and all of my attacks have to be reckless. Like,
Yeah.
it's already in effect. I just like
Okay,
jump
no.
down and just bring the great axe against his mouth and just like cut it wide open.
Yes, I'm not sure if you can move off of that tree, but
Yeah, no, I
yeah,
can't.
I'm sure
I'll
you've
move
still got-
towards the alpha one. He should not have screeched at me.
yeah, there we go. You should be able to move again.
Yeah. Then I will make my normal 2 attacks now. Oh, actually, accidentally. Yeah, never mind. Advantage. 16. Hits. Does it hit? 16.
Misses.
Yeah, I forgot to target. So
unfortunately.
yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
this it dodges out of the way of that one, kind of rearing up like a snake.
There we go.
Oh,
That will hit.
it's giving you proper space to swing your great axe into it.
As it should
Oh, now
for
we go.
21 damage.
Damn. How did it
That-
do
that-
so much damage?
Because of the +10, I take -5 to hit, but extra 10 to the damage.
Yep, great weapon master.
Oh,
Great
that's
Weapon
okay.
Master.
Hell yes, yeah. So that one definitely hurts, but this big
my
one
turn,
seems somewhat tougher as we go to Camilla. Yeah, the sounds of battle now on the other side of the tree.
This tree?
Yeah,
Observe.
Fuck that tree. Wait.
I mean, you
is
could
that-
try and climb right over it. It really wouldn't be much of a problem for Camilla.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just can't do it because of
Yeah,
It's-
just if you want to move through walls, just got to tell me. So, yeah,
That
where did
is-
you start? Like, so yeah, you're about.
Oh, just about the movement to do it.
Yeah, she's got ridiculous movement. Doesn't
She's 70.
No, it's not that high. I'm not a fucking monk and have like
Oh, it's
9
a 17 walk on your sheet.
It's 6. I think.
I don't care what my sheet say. I care
Well,
what this
so
creature
she
say.
was
I care what this say.
Well, I care what your sheet says when it's in terms of how much movement you have, but yeah, that is definitely a hit.
Poor little Greek. Wait, it's an alpha Greek.
He's bigger.
Well, time to cut it down for size.
Oh no,
Or not.
man. A lot of that wins this session.
True.
That's the fourth net win.
Oh well. Guess only the first strikes as a surprise, while the others is just, you know.
Okay, taking us to Mika. You can see one from where you are. It seems to be now rearing up, trying to look at what's going on up above.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna get over this mud. And then, yeah, I'm gonna throw a fireball at it. Because that is the right thing to do.
Yeah, there where you are, you're actually in kind of a little crater there from where the tree was. So, oh, that looked like a
Ooh, big
16
damage.
Oh,
16 points of damage, yeah.
yeah, very nice. As this thing screeches back and recoils in pain, I did not like that.
I don't like it either. It's kind of funky looking, but that would be my turn.
Alright. I can control Ariana here. Alright, Ariana's gonna move. It's gonna fall out with Mikkel. I'll move here. And gonna do some bow shots at the Greek here. So 3 longbow shots. Oh, does 14? Oh, 14 does hit. Oh.
Still
points
the
of damage,
alpha
and
one.
Then this the second longbow shot. Hits. And 6.
Ooh.
That's dead.
Very nice.
And then gonna target the alpha, the nearest one. That's third and final attack. Ah, dang it, 12. No, that does not hit. And that is her turn.
Okay, nice. A barrage of elven arrows coming in, finishing off one of the Grick and whizzing past the bigger one. As yeah, that's the one that one also you killed. See, this is why we roll initiative for all of them. Okay, so then yeah, the two up here are going to notice their alpha under attack and are going to start moving. One is going for Thalgrim.
They have advantage against me. We'll see.
This one is going to go full cover. So it is going to use a multi-attack, making one attack with its tentacles, and then maybe attack you with its beak if it can get. Oh, there's a nat 20.
So hit.
Oh shit.
For a whole 9 points of damage. However, because it hit you. Really? I need 9?
I have it
Oh, no,
because
no,
I'm
no.
raging.
Yeah, it halved it already. That's why I was confused. But then he makes a beak attack. Oh, a 12 is going to miss. hits Carmela as well. These worm things grabbing at your legs. Oh, but she shields. Yeah, it was a 21 to hit you, so I'm pretty sure your shield will block it. How are you using shield?
The braces of
The braces.
Oh, the bracer. Okay, nice.
Did you say 21? Then it still hits.
Oh. Okay, but it does not hit you with the beak, so yeah, damage on. Okay, that rolled damage, did it? Not saying any damage. Okay.
Didn't see any damage as well.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it did.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
It was. You took 6 points of damage there. And then we go to Finward, as those two are getting surrounded by the Great Command. Well, almost.
Okay. Right, Finway's going to move. He can move all the way here. How far is he from 30? Okay, like he can throw javelins, but it's gonna be at disadvantage. So javelin throws at disadvantage. Ooh, still hits. Let's see. 10, and then second javelin throw. Disadvantage. Ooh, still hits. For 9. Alright, and that is
Yeah.
his turn.
Badly injuring that one as we go to the Alpha. Now, the Alpha is going to make. Also only 2. Huh. And in that case, yeah, it's going to go for the first one that attacked it. It goes for. Fel- Oh, no, okay, it does make 2. So, tail attack. The tail attack actually will go towards Carmilla because it's going to try and bite Fel. So, first tail misses Carmilla. Then a tentacle attack against Fel. Oh, that one hits 20. Which means he can make a
Damn.
beak attack against you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for a 25. On such a crick of all creatures. So yeah, the rage coming in handy there. Because that was 11 damage reduced to 5. As yeah, this thing grabs a hold of Thalgrin, bites into him, and lashes its tail towards Carmilla as she dodges out of the way. But Thalgrin takes the bite as he's just in this rage. And Trymir, we go to you.
Alright. Trevor's going to move forward 30 feet up here. And what to do? He'll just do a casual. Alright, you know what? He's gonna use create bonfire. It's gonna set up a bonfire between the two that are here, right here. So the moment it appears, they need to make a dex saving throw or take 9 fire damage. damn. And then the Angry Crick as well. Like it's also targeting the one below, or not just that.
Yeah, sorry, it didn't auto target that one for some reason. Oh,
Oh
net
dang
20.
it! they avoided it. So that's unfortunately Triver's turn. Enter.
Okay, yeah, but the little fire here in this autumn forest is immediately setting some of these leaves alight as we go to Thelgrin.
Yeah, hold it off the alpha one. I'll try to kill the small one next to me. Recklessly with all things attached.
Yep.
I think
Oh,
I still
crap.
missed. Yeah, it was a bad roll. But another attack.
Oh my god.
That will
Okay,
hit.
there you go.
It will
But
kill
another
the
nat 1.
oh, very good damage roll, which will kill.
There we go.
And because I killed, I can use my bonus action to attack again with Great Weapon Master. It's a pretty good feat. So I'll swing at the alpha.
Come on, good rolls.
Great weapon master, you say?
Yeah, if I kill someone with it, I can use bonus action to or get a crit. I can make attack as a bonus action.
Taking notes for Grod.
It was somewhat inspired by Grod. -5 advantage.
But Grod uses a
will
magic
hit.
cheese knife.
Ooh, nice.
He got a battle axe last session.
Can it turn into
hit
a magical
for-
cheese knife?
Very nice damage.
Anything can be a cheese knife if you try hard enough.
If
but
you're big enough.
man, it can also be a weapon of mass destruction. Look at the blood splatter on that.
Yeah, I just try to like swing against the small crick, and he's just too small. Then I just bring it down on him and kill him, and then just like swing to the side and hit the alpha one as well.
Phoenix
And as
Bar.
that alpha lets out this guttural scream, we go to Carmella.
Well, seeing blood.
You can finish them off.
We need more blood. Blood for the blood gods.
Nice.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
Oh dang it! Minimum 2 ones.
Well, that's what we have the extra attacks for.
Cool.
And still not.
What? Wait. Oh?
it didn't target, but a 10 is gonna miss.
Yeah, that was why I was like, why does it give me the prompt for it?
Okay. Is that it?
She
no,
said
17.
they said that a 10 would miss, and there was a 10 on the dice.
Oh, yeah, well, a 17 will miss too. So
It's time.
Sad.
It's time to move away. You can see what the new
every
guy
time
can do.
I always like reach for the buttons to the opportunity attack, and then I'm like, oh, mobile.
It's time.
Mikkel, we go. You see Carmella land a good strike there, but this creature's still alive. Has one of its little buddies left.
Oh, since I can't get closer, I'm gonna throw a fireball. Hopefully that'll take care of stuff.
Yep. Classic fireball.
Classic fireball. Maybe I should make myself a bow of some
Dang it.
sort.
Not classic enough.
Classic enough. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
I will remind you. Have you fitted that rune yet?
He did, but it's on
but
the.
it requires attunement.
It's also on the sword, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what the sword allows you to do is bonus action burning hands once a day. Just reminding that's what that rune gives you.
Yeah. That is true.
Do I use it or no?
Uh, nah.
I will
Won't
say
use it.
there's not much to save your spells for today. Like you're pretty much at your first waypoint.
Oh, okay. Then,
Uh,
well, I would use it. Yes. Although I
I'm still
think
planning to throw burning hands in the city.
You never know, but are you gonna try and use that here or?
Uh, yes, but I
sorry,
just quickly need to add it to my spells list because I couldn't get the magic item to work with that.
Oh, okay, cool. Have you got it there? Because I will add that after the session. So. But
Yeah, I got it. Ah, that's I can rotate it, but
yeah,
goodness.
with the mouse scroll wheel, you can rotate.
Ah, well,
yeah, if you control scroll over it, I think it. Yeah,
It's
ah,
moving.
okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Yep.
and
now
it
click.
starts at you. It's coming out of your sword or your hand. I mean, I imagine you can do this Witcher style with the sword and just.
Yeah,
Igni boom.
all right. 15.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so what does the dex say?
Yes. Let's see if they fail this time. Unlike
And
my
DC 16.
Great Bonfire.
I think it's a DC of the rune carver.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, we'll say it's
Oh, wait.
because
Okay.
it was crafted in Mikhail's hand. It's his spell save. So. Oh no, wait. Did that apply? That need to do the
No,
save?
it wasn't.
I know,
target.
it seems you have to manually roll for them. Ooh.
Ors.
Oh, okay. The alpha got a 21 on its save, but the other one got a 5. So full damage to the little guy.
15
There,
and then
there he
7
goes.
to Alpha.
Oh, okay. The big one is on fire and is nearly killed by that, as the other one is completely incinerated. But yeah, what? How does that look, Mikhail? How does he actually cast?
Well, like the Witcher, he takes out his longsword from his back and like from his left hand he produces this fire spitting out of his hand, just spewing him, essentially.
Hell yes. Taking us on to Oriana. It looks like the alpha is almost dead. One arrow
All right.
definitely put back.
Yep. He's got 3 attacks, so 3 longbow shots against the Alpha. Yeah. First roll. Odd up 8. Nope. Second roll.
Just thrashing around on fire and keeps accidentally
There you go,
dodging out of the
25.
way. But that one, she corrects.
Yep. 10. Oh, it is dead.
All right, yeah, and as it like stands up, screeching in pain and on fire, that elven arrow just goes through it and it goes quiet. It thumps down onto the ground and we are brought out of combat.
All right.
Rick's defeat.
I shall. Primer shall end concentration on his Great Bonfire.
Nice. Yeah, there'll be a small fire sort of starting there, but the blood and the body of the Grick will easily put it out. As you guys have a moment here in the forest to maybe harvest these things if you want, but you know that the path ahead uh, seems open, and you have now cleared the path of dangerous creatures. But this
Oh,
is where we are going to end tonight's session. So, is there anything you guys want to do as the combat comes to a close and So this is it.
Yeah, since we're out of combat, I'll just use a Axolotl's regeneration. I'll expend 6 points and do this 3 times. Heal myself.
Ooh, let's see if you roll well. Come on, roll high and deep well.
Axolotl? What
Yeah,
the hell's that?
Axolotl's regeneration. So it will be 8. It's a fish.
You,
It's
you say that like that's a normal thing to have. Are you part axolotl?
no, it's like
That's a legendary creature.
another part. I'm just using like the Axolotl's power to regenerate myself, not part Axolotl. I mean, yeah. How do you say it?
But is that from your subclass?
Yeah. So I get 26.
Yeah, the connection to axolotl, like everything else is ravens. I don't.
Not everything
when
else.
you do-
It's animals in general. It's just from that
Oh,
raven that I got it.
Oh, so you can inhabit the powers of different animals.
Yeah, I got
and-
the snout of the bloodhound. I got the Axolotl's regeneration. I have the Carrion's feast, which is the only like raven one I have, and I have the stoic oxen spirit.
Okay, that's really cool. Now I understand what you meant by like you have sort of the druidic. It's like you're not fully wild shaping, but you are
Yeah.
taking on his abilities. Nice.
And if yeah, actually, it's fairly broken because if I instead of healing, I can spend 6 points and regrow a limb or a organ. If I use
Right.
the other part of that feature.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, the axolotls do that.
Any limb?
Any limb. It's just limb. I don't think
Uh,
head counts as a limb.
Well,
If you
that's
say
fine.
head?
Let's cut off your head and see.
If you take my heart, I can regrow it.
What?
That's an organ, not a limb.
Yeah, limb or organ, both.
This character is never losing their eyes. I will keep my eyes, no matter what.
He already lost. Gorm lost 2 eyes. So it's fine. He can say he can keep them. He earned the right.
So you got to get Gorm for his birthday. It's just a glass